we welcome the most dominant ever Shaquille O'Neal to the Petros Money Show on Fox Sports Radio and Aries Spears. Thanks for being here, guys. What's cracking?
What's happening?
Shaq, what's cracking, man?
Chilling.
Now, you guys, I love watching this show. I mean, I really do love watching Shaq versus. I mean, you got to hose a little bit throwing the football. I mean, you really do kind of have a cannon strapped to that shoulder. Plus, you had a pick six. What was it like competing against Big Ben in that storied day in Pittsburgh?
I mean, I admit I'm one of those couch potato bravado guys that sit on the couch and analyze everything and say to myself that I can do it. So, you know, for example, a play that he had in the Super Bowl where, you know, he made the great pass. I'm the type of guy, hey, you give me that same blocking, I make the same pass in the corner, same results, touchdown. So, you know, I just wanted to go up against the other great athletes at their sport, just see how I fare out.
Well, I think the one everyone's excited to see is Oscar De La Hoya. I mean, pound for pound, one of the greatest fighters of his generation, but giving you about 200 pounds and about 1.5 feet, how does that match up? It's why there's weight classes in boxing.
I did that fight basically because if you go back to 1971, the great Wilt Chamberlain challenged Ali. They did the press conference, whatever, and it never happened. So I challenged Oscar, he accepted. So, you know, basically that fight was about making history. However, if I had trained every day in boxing with the great Freddie Roach, I would be a heavyweight champ. That's guaranteed.
You're a boxing fan. I mean, you know boxing. You know the heavy hands of an Oscar De La Hoya. You know how strong a little guy like that is. I mean, these guys are animals.
No, and don't let the fact that I fight a lot of guys and I throw a lot of punches and it's very fast. And don't let the voice fool you, man. He's a monster.
One of the things that Laker fans always talk about is, you know, what could have been? Could it have been 7, 8 titles? You know, if there was either better chemistry off the court or if Shaq was never traded. I mean, could we have been talking about, you know, a greater dynasty than the Bulls had in the 90s? Is that just dumb fan, we play the game on a computer speak, or is there something to that? You know,
there's a lot of people live their lives on if. And I truly believe if we would have stayed together, then yeah, we probably would have had 6 or 7. However, I can say this confidently that myself and the other guy are the best 1-2 punch ever created in the history of the game. I say that truthfully and honestly, and there's no other ones even close. And I say that, and I say it because what we did on the court and all the stuff y'all thought we had going on off the court, it'll never ever be a 1-2 punch like that ever created again, and that's what makes us the greatest 1-2 punch ever.
Who's the best big man ever? Would you truly be the MDE in that tournament?
You know, it's a lot of criteria from certain people on what determines if you're a great big man. A lot of people say whoever has the most championships. So, you know, from that standpoint, it has to be Bill Russell. And then, you know, who scored the most points? Then that would go to Kareem. Who made people quit all the time? Well, Wilt did it first, and then this other kid named Shaq O'Neal did it. He came in. So, you know, there's a lot of opinions on, you know, who's the best. I'm just thankful and honored to have my name mentioned.
Charles says things sometimes that, like, I sat back one day and went, did he just, like, he was talking about Shaq. And I say this in my stand-up, and I'm not making this up. And the dude asked him, so what you think about Shaq going to Phoenix? Shaquille, let me tell you, first of all, Shaquille O'Neal in the pen, they got to help him. He said help him. Now, I know he was saying help him.
Happy.
Because he still draw a double team. But when they got to help him. And I said, I'm done. I was a fan after that. Help him. I said, it was great.
That's who I am. I'm a regular guy just like you, but I won an athletic lottery. Hey, I make a lot of money. I'm on TV a lot. And that's the type of guy that I'm not one of these superstars, entourages, and hey, you want to do the show with you know 570? Call my guy. He's gonna talk to me. I'm not, you know, regular guy. Come to my house, eat some sandwiches, eat some donuts, and then when I go play,
this how regular he is. I don't know if he
bust you up.
I don't know if he remembered this story, but a few of my comedian friends, we wanted to try to get this movie off the ground, so we actually drove out to this place he was staying at to pitch it to him. So we all sitting around and we pitching the movie. And then halfway through the pitch, Shaq turns and he goes, y'all smell that? We was like, what's up? I farted.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear man. Mark. Happy birthday to you. That was the best. That was the best.